data stacks providing the phenomenal quantity of energy required by the final module, the negative matter drive. All of this perfect machinery was controlled by a full sentient rated AI, guiding it unerringly across interstellar space on voyages that lasted for years of ship time and decades of real time. Amahle, who'd been its captain and sole occupant for thousands of years as she flew around and around the loop, had relished the wonders and miseries which human civilizations were capable of. It was a perfect life for someone of her origin, experiencing the lives of others from the safety and solitude of the gulf between stars. Had been. Used to be. Now, the Mnemosyne was a very different beast as it approached the subgiant star 3,000 light-years from the outermost worlds of the domain. No longer slim and streamlined, the silver flux fabric cloak had morphed out into a broad umbrella with the transformed starship nestled in its shade, where it was protected from near lightspeed particle impact. For the last 2 years of the 15-year voyage, a swarm of engineering bots had been industriously restructuring the ancient starship. The hangar with all its surface-to-orbit shuttles and transplanetary craft had gone, converted into raw mass along with every other superfluous component, to be stored as plasma in big magnetic confinement chambers. That included the palatial life support module, which had slowly been fed into the matter refineries over the final 6 months of approach. No longer did Amahle have vast compartments of every environment, from tropical to polar. The swimming aquarium was long gone, as were the med clinic and faux 18th century Earth aristocrats' dining hall. Life support had shrunk down to a 10-metre sphere with very basic utilities. Over the last month, the matter refineries had even devoured their own engineering section in a final act of cybernetic cannibalism. All these alterations had reduced the Mnemosyne to an errant clutter of globes, ribbed with big flow ducts, transparent pipes that replaced the original gantry in a woven helix of glowing plasma, as if the starship were somehow surrounded by machine DNA. Amahle woke on the last morning and smiled at Carloman, who was still in the webbing envelope next to her. He smiled back at her. "Are you sure about this?" he asked. "I think that's what I should be asking you, isn't it? And anyway, whoever asks, they should have done it 15 years ago, before we started." "Touché." They both wriggled out of the webbing. Amahle found the STK bag with her dress in, peeled it off the wall and opened it. There were no other clothes left. Wardrobes the size of houses had all been transformed into plasma. "Nice," Carloman observed as she put it on. "You look gorgeous. But then you always do. Every time." There was moisture in his eyes as he spoke. She'd picked the garment up centuries before from a world on the loop that was forever poised on the cusp between totalitarian barbarism and the steam age. It was beautiful. Lush red silk that moved like oil, hand-tailored to her unchanging figure, elegant and sophisticated, as well as subtly enticing. "The perfect definition of overdressing for the occasion," she told him. "But I wanted to go out in style." "Mission accomplished." When you say things like that, so full of meaning, I never know if you're quoting some famous deep history person.